Golf has provided us with endless awesome encounters that go beyond the sport itself. From emotional closures to unexpected feats of skills, such occasions captivate crowds and shape lives. Let's explore some of golf's most exemplary highlights that capture the essence of this endless game.
Known this golf course down the years, Cloverleaf Greens was set for a special day, I think. Fleetwood's on his way, his approach to the first.
He's like that is, he was crying down straight away. He knew it was a flyer, but...
Tommy Fleetwood, the golf giant, stepped up for the next shot at the primary tee, exhilarated to the core like a musician in a stage performance. The mass of people who were worn out by enthusiasm paused for a moment, all with jaws dropped and their eyes glued to Fleetwood's movements. The ball floated through the air as if propelled by a high-powered engine when his club struck it, carrying along with it an air of delightful disbelief. With this, the audience erupted, their element of glee expressed in the thunderous noise that roared through the cloverleaf greens like a stampede of excited elephants. With absolute precision, Fleetwood could even measure his distance. One could swear there was a chip of GPS placed in his mountain of golf bags. Considering the first stroke that was played, it was evident that this round 2 was going to leave everyone at the venue gasping for more. As Fleetwood's magic was lighting up the crowd, McIlroy, the Houdini of the fairways, had his problem too. He slipped his pitch, a sleeper of a shot that looked like it would be going down the river at high speed, for a little side murmur to himself. As fate would have it, the lost cause reached a beautiful resolution for the ball. It began to roll and twirl dramatically like an inflatable device, contradicting all expectations. With hearts pounding in their chests like a unified marching band, the audience craned their heads to witness the ball gaff and roll back to where it belonged like a wayward puppy. This was one of the moments that captured the union of practice and good fortune that would be spun into yarns at golf courses forevermore.
It's a par putt for Sebastian Munoz here at the par 3. He's 2 up on Patrick Reed. Bang. Oh,
that ball hopped up a couple inches in the air before it went in.
In another high-stakes scenario, Sebastian Munoz stood out on par 3. The crowd, tense with anticipation, awaited the first display to commence. Munoz's swing was oh so mesmerizing, similar to a ballerina doing her best at ballet. And the ball took off, only to drop neatly on the green. A bit of a leap, a bit of a jump, and then ever so gracefully the ball goes into the hole like a dancer landing delicately on their toes. He had embellished that this was golf and not suspense theater. Some shocking moments are bound to happen amidst play. And there are some moments where some magic is needed. Meanwhile, Corey Connors had one hell of a putt to do. And if you thought he was easily able to putt it, you couldn't be further from the truth. The ball appeared to be on the verge of being ejected from the green like a runaway train. Just before everyone lost all belief and support, the ball managed to smack right into the hole, as if a basketball player was making a last-second shot to win the match. It was a buzzer beater and a shot that would have impressed any Canadian Andrew Wiggins encountered. This shot, aside from saving Connor's image, shifted the course of the match upside down, which only proved that there are no impossibilities in the game of golf, even in adverse conditions.
Eddie just punching one low and straight.
Oh, he nailed it!
The tension was evident as Eddie Petrel stiffened his body in view for a low, straight punch shot. With the ball airborne, the cheers pierced ears as everyone was sure it would go in. However, with a surprising twist, the ball seemed to go, "Not today." Amazing, right? No surprise this shot not only captured the brilliance of Eddie's talent, but also hammered home the element of thrill that makes golf so interesting. Following that, Meronk faced a shallow and deep right-hand server bisque, which almost buried him up to his knees. Then came the beautiful part of the game. Meronk leaped out of the sand with a well-executed splash shot that took no prisoners. The audience erupted and their applause filled the air as he came up celebrating as a champion should.
The shot simply has to hole his third shot to the 18th.
Askrenberg, however, had to take a third shot on the 18th hole, which was added pressure. The tension was evident in the shot that was to be made. The ball was rolling in a spiral in perfect line for the hole. For a moment, it seemed to be going in, but all of a sudden, to everyone's disbelief, the ball was out. It was as if a frightened hare had pulled it out. The audience let out a gasp, and even Askrenberg couldn't believe what he had witnessed. How was it even possible for something that had gone so close to the cup to remain above the rim? Turning to the 15th hole, James Kingsington was now ready for a difficult par 3 shot. As he prepared to hit, the audience seemed to be tuned into his every movement. The ball went up in the sky, completing a beautiful arc. There was a huge round of cheers as soon as Kingston's shot reached the flag and settled down on the green. It was amazing how this deeply annoying hole turned out to be a great achievement instead, which of course reminds us that there's always something stunning on the golf course.
Hard away to the left edge, they plan to go at it. Oh, wow, what a shot!
On the third hole, Luke Donald had to make a tough shot from the left out of the fairway. All eyes were fixed upon him as he prepared himself, breathing deeply and swinging towards the ball with all his might. As the ball went high in the air, everyone quieted down. Then it came on the green pretty well timed. The audience stood up in celebration. Oh my God, what a great shot! Another brilliant incident in the golfing tournament featured Ferguson, who had the 92-foot putt from the back edge of the green. The challenge was huge. He had the impression that the hole was miles away. Fantastic as his statistics were, there was still the faintest possibility for greatness. Andrew was on the edge of his seat, a sight which meant he was focused. This is something different, he burst out in sheer amazement. It's probably been years since we have been treated to a breathtaking longest putt. The moment Ferguson went for the shot, the audience went into dead silence, knowing how vital every inch of this remarkable putt would be in terms of skill and nerve. Enthralling is the only way the day could be defined.
It's so very difficult, as I say, to hold that back edge.
You're having a giggle.
Well, that's one way to do it, isn't it? Straight into the cup.
As Nicolai Heyer neared the rear portion of the green, it came as no surprise when he stood over an intimidating hole with confidence, a region notorious for the challenges it presents. However, Heyer didn't seem to fret as he was all smiles. The audience was almost on the edge of their seats as his ball started its upward journey towards something that seemed utterly impossible. "That's one way to do it," he exclaimed as probably too many commentators were amazed at how calmly Nicolai Heyer sank the shot somewhere inside the cup. An eagle on such a difficult hole? Impressive to say the least. The accuracy and precision Heyer displayed while tackling this challenge left everyone mesmerized. A classic case that proves the point that every hurdle can be tackled with a dollop of skill and a generous helping of showboating. Finally, Min Woo Lee steadied himself for the hardest of the putts. He swung at the ball and went off like a bat out of hell. "This should come out like a rocket," the commentator's voice echoed. The ball rose steadily straight to the flag. The cheers of the spectators grew louder and louder as the ball went in the hole for an eagle. "Oh, what a shot!" they yelled back in applause. Lee was well complimented with his brilliant shot, which was nothing short of a well-executed surgical strike. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell icon so you always stay updated. See you in the next one!